Hi, it's Lynn Shuck, and this is Healing in Balance. We are looking at a lateral instruction that I often teach in classes where I would say press in above the ankles. Now, if you press in at the ankles, you're just going to roll your feet in. You're going to lift your outer foot. We're not trying to bring the ankles in. We're trying to move these shin bones in toward each other. This is most useful for those of us who have high arches, feet that roll to the outside, or legs that bow out. So I'm going to take my block and I'm going to place it between my shins, down low, maybe an inch or two above my ankles. I have the block, its narrowest positioning, so I'm not putting it so that I have a lot of contact with the block, putting it so I have less. But you could use it 9 inches or 6 inches wide. If you do not have a block, a book with a towel around it so that it's not too hard at the edges would work. Line your feet up so your toes are pointed forward and make sure that you're holding the block, you aren't going to drop it, and you're not having to lift the outside edges of your feet or roll your knees in to hang on to that block. Should be able to hold it with a little bit of tension. While you're holding it, we're going to take some forward folds. If you've watched the other lateral instructions, you knew this was coming. While you're going down and up, you're trying to maintain tension on the block and you're not letting it drop. That's it. If you're someone who does have high arches or rolls to the outer foot, you may notice in above the ankles helps you connect the inner edge of your foot to the floor. So this is one simple position you could work in. The other is, you guessed it if you watch the other videos, chair, down and up. Again, we want to make sure we're not squeezing it by bringing the knees in. So those knees are still tracking forward, down and up. And you could go down and hold. Notice again how you're getting the whole foot on the floor. Those of you who roll to the outside, this is for you. And then when you come up and out of it, and you're in a position where you can't have a block, as in front lunge, those of us in front lunge who roll to the outside of the foot, sometimes that knee tracks out and I can bring my knee in, but I still have that bowing. I still don't have my foot on the ground. So I'm going to see if I can remember where I was pressing into a block and imagine a block there. My shins will center themselves over my heel. My legs will wake up a little bit more. I could even work on the back leg too, squeezing in above the ankles and come up. If I were to do this in a wide forward fold and I can bend over far enough, I could put my hands there, or I could hold on to a block and create a little bit of pressure there. But that in above the ankles, again, is going to help you connect the inner foot to the floor, help counter that bowing of legs. How do I know this is true? Used to be you could put a fist between my shins, like a grown man, fist between my shins, and it wouldn't touch. And I'm relaxed right now. I can intentionally bring my calves to touch, but when I'm not trying, there's still a little bowed apart. But I've been working with this for a very long time, and it does change. All right, in above the ankles, grab a block,